All right, y'all. We got the A team. There's Ike. He's ready. He's been getting them. And Addie and Emma over there in her dark hoodie. Jakey with a motorcycle helmet. And Luke. And we are doing taters. It's that time of year. Tater time. Taters. Ike, you like the taters? Yeah. So yeah, we've got 2 rows. These are the small rows. I think if I remember right when I measured them, they're only about 17 feet long. And let me show you what we've gotten so far. All right. So this is our same old double wheelbarrow. Yeah, look at these. Some of these are just huge. Put it by your head, Emma. Big. Pumpkin. Yep.
That's what I got.
Yep. But big stinking. I mean, that one's every bit of a pound. And then, yeah, look, you know. And then some of these big old purples. These will shine up real pretty. There's some weird shapes and sizes, but yeah. So far so good. We got a good mess in here.
This one's just all up.
Weird looking. Get some weird rocks. Do a lot of weird things. We got some rocks in this ground. So anyway, I'm gonna set y'all up, and we'll just kind of go through digging. And actually, I'm thinking about it. These next 2 rows, I was able to separate purples last year. So these are all gonna be purples. These last 2 rows right here. Tater gun. That's a real tater gun.
Tater gun.
Bloom. Yep. Careful. All right, I'm gonna set y'all up, and we'll get to digging some more taters. Yeah, all right. Now these are the purple ones, so they're a little bit harder to see.
Yeah, especially when they're covered in dirt.
Yep. There's rocks down in here. I'm hitting.
No, Jake, you gotta go over here and pick them up. Jake, you gotta go over and pick them up.
Yeah.
Go, Jake.
There's a big old root or something.
Go, Jake.
There's a little one. Look like he's a little purple. Did I?
Here, Jake. Look,
Oh, it's a little
then
one.
go over there. I need to sit down.
There's a root or something right here. Keep
I
doing.
found a tater away.
Yeah, see that? Big old root. Look at that. Big old stick.
That was in there.
Yeah, let's get that. I don't mind sticks, but that's a little bit too big. Chuck them in the bushes. Potatoes. Oh, look, I get potato.
Tater! Throw it in.
Here, give it to Addie. Right.
He threw it right back to you. There we go. That's better. Potatoes.
Couple in that one.
Oh.
There we go.
More potatoes. There's a bigger one right here. What?
I missed it.
But we weren't even in the truck. Jake, put that up.
Oh, careful, Ike.
Throw it in the bucket. Oh, right there.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, we got to get a big one.
Yeah.
Hi. That big chunk of dirt. Hi.
Ooh, look.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, that's one whole potato. Yes, it is. Oh.
Whoa.
Put it in the tater bucket.
It's a giant.
Put it in.
All right.
Put it in. We need a fire. Ah. Dino, you have to go by the wheelbarrow.
Whoa.
It's like
Come on,
you're
there.
big. Dino. But I don't have the bucket. You can help Addie. How about Addie? You fill up the potato bucket and take up the bucket.
Yes, then you can sit over here.
There's the potato bucket.
All right, see those? We're gonna get them potatoes, Luke. Show them the purple side of the ground.
Potato.
Yeah.
Put them in the potato bucket.
Yep.
Another purple.
It's just pretty purples. You get these
Another purple.
cleaned up. Yeah. Get them out of there. All right.
Bucket.
Kind of rake in
Oh, can I
there.
hold the camera?
Hold on, Emma.
Can I hold it? Oh, it's right there. It's huge.
Big one?
Big one. See? Look at that.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a worm. Where?
Yeah, a little worm.
Oh yeah. Look. Can I see the wormy?
Show them the worm. Yeah, we don't see too many worms up here.
Big potatoes.
Yeah, nice big purples.
Tater bucket. Okay.
All right, y'all. Also, I have this. This is a throwable life jacket because after doing like last year 9 75-foot rows with this thing, eventually you can't be bent over longer than a while. It'll take about 2 rows, and I couldn't stand to be bent over to dig them out. So then I started using like a rolled up piece of carpet or something. Just thought about using this throwable life preserver. That way I can keep my knees. They're not on that cold ground because this ground is very cold. I know. Yeah, well, you're a lot younger than me too. But it's just hard on your knees after a while, especially when you're steadily shoveling through all this stuff. So food for thought if y'all got a lot of potatoes. It's kind of helpful. And this is actually it's not a potato fork. This is actually a shingle fork from Home Depot. And I liked it because it didn't have pretty blunt tips on it and real wide, so I'm less likely to scar them up real bad. So anyway, that's all that is. We're gonna keep working our way through.
Potato!
Huh?
Die!
All right, Taters.
I'll do the...
All right, Jake. Careful.
Oh, yeah, there's a potato in there. Oh, this is a big little size potato. Stick potato. Hurry before he gets ready. Oh, yeah, he just popped out.
Right there.
Oh, potato right there.
Jake, right there. Behind the dirt.
There's a spider.
Yep, get the bugs. The bugs that might eat our potatoes.
I'm finding the wormies.
Oh, do one more.
Anyone know this? I put it right there. Any wormies? I need a wormy friend. That one? Ow! Finger. I'm gonna grab a little more. Careful, the wormies are in here. Get my finger. Ow.
All right, y'all. So we are on the big rows today. The big rows of taters. We got the little row over there, the little 4 rows that they had the purples y'all seen probably earlier in the video. Purples and then some of the other odd ends we stuck over there. And now we're working on the big stuff. So we've made it 8 feet or so. And I already filled 1 bucket and we got a bunch laying over there. Let me flip this around, let me show you. So I got our little wagon that we used, and man, we've had some absolute big old taters. Look at some of these ones.
Look at this one compared to that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the longest one.
Like, for reference.
I got the longest one.
Whoa, Emma's got a big one.
I look like a big one.
Here.
I got the longest
Big old one. Yeah, that one might. That's as long as my head. That's a big old tato. So we're getting into the. We're getting on the big ones. And we'll take y'all along while we dig a little bit. There'll be a lot of taking y'all along, so I'm gonna try to shorten it up a little bit. But I like filming the kids for my own video log to look back at the kids when they were little and stuff. So, alrighty, Emma's being weird. And they're acting. Some of them are dressed like it's super cold outside. It's like 34 this morning.
Look at Addie.
I know. It's like 34 this morning, so it's getting cooler, and I'm trying to get, we got to get these taters out of the ground. It can start freezing. It's been okay, but it just makes it more work, and your hands go numb quicker. So anyway, I'm going to put y'all set down on a tripod, and we'll start going through some taters. Squish her. Squish the Emma.
Don't bite me.
All right. Oh, come on.
I can't.
Let him go.
Debbie's squishing me.
Let him go. Come on, Jeb. I got. All right, get up. Shut him. All right, Jeb, go play.
Get your booty out here. Don't bite this.
No, let go. Go play, Debbie.
Let's show everybody, Debbie.
Show them your hand.
Whoa. Don't worry. Don't worry. Emma, let's go make him a home. Wow. Hold on. Oh, never mind. And AC. He's moving like crazy.
Look at all the ones I got. Got these two big ones.
Oh, Dada! That's not the part of the video. I got some dirt. Can I see? Let's go put him in your old house.
Oh, he's a rotten one. Oh, okay, there's another one.
Emma, let's go bring him to the house.
Where's Jake? Jake. Hey, keep pulling those things up for me. Jeb, what are you eating? No, don't eat that.
Thank you, Mikey. Nice, another good one.
Ah, he's going down.
Okay, you can stay back down. Whoa, that's a good one too.
Here, watch me. Yeah, these are some reds. Some pretty reds. That's what's fun about planting them all different kinds. You never know what you're gonna find.
The most annoying ones are the feelings. They're everywhere. They get really small.
They're not small. They're just. I mean, they're supposed to be small. They're not like.
Can I see him?
Hey, Emma, set my jacket over there on those wood things.
I got one in the dirt. Hey! Look, you left a potato.
No, that one's got shish kebab. Oh, Ike, good job.
Oh, purple.
Behind you.
Yeah,
Ike, there's another one. Another one. Oh, never mind. There's another one right here. Get him, Mikey.
Hey, what's up?
I'm back there. I
And
can
right
see
there.
I'm
No. Look, I got two ones. Get it.
Whoa.
You get
That's a
it.
good one. Y'all look at. That's a nice,
Stop it.
big old red.
Look one.
Oh.
Wanna hold this one?
There you go, Ike.
It doesn't hurt you. It just wiggles on you. It doesn't hurt you. Shut it. Why not take the hook? Take the baby. No. It's a baby. It does not touch me. I want the big one.
In your boat. Ooh.
I have no glove on, Daddy. And it just wiggles on me. Hold it. Hold it. Mash. If you drop it, you're good. Look, it doesn't do anything.
You're screaming.
Pick it up. It won't touch you.
Well, you are a girl.
Look.
I was gonna say you scream like a girl, Addie. She said she just screamed.
No, hold on.
Whoa, there's a big one right there. Biggin.
Another big old reds.
Some big old red.
Why? It's fine.
Oh, my knee hurts. What are you guys doing, mate?
Yeah, oh, working. Yeah, too bad you weren't born 100 years ago.
No, he's not back. He's picking me up. For no reason.
Oh, no, please. Oh, no. Run. I'm gonna just make sure.
No! Don't blow me up,
Scared, shaky.
He's not.
Oh, man, I got a big one. Oh, hey.
Catch it.
I'll get it. I'll get him. I'll get him. Please don't. Shut Ike. All right. Moment of truth. Okay. Nice solid.
Big one.
All
All right, Ike, get those right there behind you.
Yeah, put that in
Behind you.
bucket. Ike. No, they can't see.
Get them.
Oh, Ike, they're right there. There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
Good job.
put that in there.
All right, that's good. You start piling them right there.
Oh, right here, Ike. He's a little one. Oh.
And guess what?
Oh, that looks right. That might be a
Hey,
snake. Hey, don't pat it. Oh, a weed.
Alright, y'all, so we are on day 2. I got this one row right here knocked out, got all our potatoes out, and then shoveled that whole thing flat, or pretty well flat. Now I got the kids running back and forth with rakes, trying to just knock the humps down and everything. It's a lot easier than like last year, trying to just get the potatoes out of the ground because the freeze coming, and end up having a whole bunch of rows, having to get them all done. And it's easier doing, like, we're just doing one at a day. Then we'll do this one, I'll knock it out, next one, and it's just a lot easier than having to do all 3 at once or wait until we get to, because inadvertently the kids would run over the row, pack it down, and then it made it 3 times harder trying to shovel that out when it's compacted dirt. So now we got the spreaders out there, rakers. Good job, Mikey. We got the spreaders raking it out and making it nice and smooth for the winter. And I say today is we're gonna work on this row. So we got 306 on the first row. I'm expecting a little less than this, you know, because that's last year when we did the 9 rows. Those were around on my other channel when we had that going. They consistently got a little less, and I believe it's because of the wood line, because of the shade, the sun, because like I've said this before, but a lot of people may not have caught, but the sun is weird here. The sun doesn't go up and over, it goes around. So it pops up over there on the other side of the house, and then it comes around these trees, it goes all the way around, and it goes around where my neighbors are, and then it'll dip down for a little bit under the horizon, pops back up, and then it goes around. So it's really weird. So anyway, it seems like, I think for me, I feel like it's mostly shade. It gets shaded out a little bit, and the closer we get to the wood line, it just shades it out. So they're not getting as much sun, so it's a little bit cooler, and the potatoes aren't as good. You know, they're not doing as good because of that. So anyway, I'm gonna set y'all up. We'll do a little digging here and there, and that way this video is not like 5 hours long, and bring you back and forth with stuff. So hold tight. All right, I'm gonna weigh up another bucket. I don't know if I showed you doing that, so I'm gonna show you again. Anyway, so I'm gonna flip it around, let me show you. So here's our scale and pallet, and I just set, hard to do one-handed, down there about 45. Oh, there we go. And the scale's off, it's not lined up with the reader, so I just, whatever it was before when I weigh it, I just subtract the difference. Anyway, it's another nice bucket, y'all. Some big old stinky taters, and then some nice French fingerlings, and she had a bunch of getting in all now the reds. Anyway, that's all I'm doing, and then I'm writing them down on my piece of paper, and we're just going through it, grinding it out. So we still got to get a little bit before we get halfway and everything, so we will bring you back. Alright, also I'm going to show you a close, try to wipe this one clean. Camera's making it a little more yellow than it looks, but it's really white. But these are those Yukon Golds that I've said have like hybridized. So you can see the pink eyes kind of trying to come through right there. They're pink right there, all around this thing, and they're really white.
It's married.
And I told the kids that they are married. They got the Yukon Golds married the red cherry potatoes.
Look, my
and then now we have these. Yeah, and there's Emma's wormy she found.
I found it.
Oh yeah, Addie found it.
It's slithering.
I found it.
No, I did. It's a slithering snake.
But that is the ones we have now. They're like these really cool white, really light skinned Yukon Golds, and they're also lighter yellow inside. But that's what we've been getting. These are nice. Baseball right there. Get it, Addie. But then we got another one right there, and then Emma, let's spread her little wormy.
It's sniggling. I'm looking for more.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you that up close. Be better if I washed it, but while we're out here in the garden and stuff still. So anyway, back to work. All right, y'all. It's the next day from whatever clip. I know it's weighing the potatoes, I think. Next day, we finished. We stopped yesterday about halfway and had a good little family trip to the lake, just for an hour or two, just to get out and everything, and it was good. So now we're picking back on the second row, finished the second row, and got third row left. So I'm gonna show you the quota that we got, which this thing is backwards. That's 266. So 306 on the first one, 266 on the second one, which from last year. That's why y'all, I can't recommend it enough, is writing down every year your yields, your weather, anything that you can find value in, write it down, because it's, I've never done that before in the last, I think, what, 3 years. But it's made a huge difference to write down, what our summer was like, what the winter was like. And something short. I ain't gotta be, just a little summary of like, hey, we had a lot of snow, hard cold, or we had a real wet summer, dry summer. And so, because your yields might be based off of what the weather was. So, if you just write down what you got on your yield, you might forget about what the weather was like, and thinking that like maybe you had done something wrong, when in fact y'all were in a drought, or you had a insane amount of rain, which will affect your yield. So I like to write all that stuff down, little just things from memory, to be like, oh yeah, that was this, I remember now, or whatever. Because it helps me kind of base off if I should do something different. If I'm consistently getting, if I had a fair, decent year, not too bad, and something wasn't doing right, well then I might be like, okay, I need to change something to figure out why I'm not getting whatever I'm getting, I feel like I should get. So, but this is normal, like last year. That's why I was saying it's nice about writing it down, and I can remember it still. But first row we got last year, we actually did better this year, surprisingly, because we had so much stinking rain. I mean, the first half of our summer, which summer here is like 4 months, maybe not even that, 3 months technically. But last year we got like 250 something on the first row, and the next row was like a little over 200. So that's telling me that's actually doing better, because this year we got 306 in that same row, as far as this side of the big area that we have. We got 306, so that's 50 pounds over, 53-ish pounds over. Same for the second row, we got about 50 pounds more than that row. I think that row was it was less than 2. It was trending downward, and like I was saying, I believe a lot of it is the shade from the trees, because our sun, like I was saying earlier, so most of it is just keeping the ground a little bit cooler. But anyway, I'm gonna start on the third row, knock it out, and then I got to get all this cut down. I got to spread all this dirt out, and I spread the first row out, shovel all that out, and then I had the kids run through with rakes and knock all the big windrow down that I had. Once I shoveled it out, broke like this windrow here, I break all that apart, and then they come through and knock all the chunks down, kind of flatten it out for winter, and then we'll do the same over there. But it's nice, like I was saying, doing that is just because that way I'm not overloaded with like 6 rows that I got to knock down, and snow's coming and all this kind of mess, and kind of can take my time, finish a row, rake it out, finish a row, rake that out, and then just see, knowing that I am done. I don't have to mess with it no more. So thank the Lord. Anyway, we're gonna get situated. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the third row. I want to get it knocked out today. That'd be a nice thing to do. If I can get that knocked out today and get these rows raked out, which I'll show y'all maybe I doing that. There's a lot of work. I guess I don't film, but it takes quite a bit of work shoveling these windrows out, because like I was saying, they're almost 2 feet tall, almost 20 inches tall, those windrows, and they're every bit of 2 foot wide. So there is a lot of shovel work. And anyway, I need to work out, so trying to keep the overhauls straight and not bleached out for me. So all right, y'all, bring you back in a minute. I'm gonna show you, I got Luke, cameraman Luke extraordinaire, filming. So I'll show y'all like what. Right now I'm standing because I need a break from squatting down so much on that cushion. Jake, watch out! I'm trying to see. And but anyway, on how I use this, I really like this. Is a shingle fork. I said at the beginning of the video, I believe, but this is a shingle fork. But I really like it for doing this, just say because it's pretty dull and got a wide. It's pretty similar to what a Tater fork would be, but I don't know. I like it. And what I do, just so you don't stab your stuff, because I'm kind of paranoid about wanting to stab potatoes. I always come down at an angle and then I pull up. So I'm actually going below where the potatoes are and then flicking them up. And it makes sense. See like that right there? There's one there. And I always go down and then I pull up. That way I'm not hurting anything.
We've already shish kebab 2 good ones.
Yeah, out of 3 rows. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, 2 and a piece rows. So I've only got 2 that I've stabbed. And a lot of it's just me not getting tired or something along that line. But I'm always, and you'll never know where I just kind of keep eating my way through. But I come out just about to the very width of the row, all the way over there, because you'll never know. You'll get like I flicked that one out pretty. You'll get some right here on the outside end, and from like last year learning, I've just stabbed all the way through them before, and they were way out here. So, like I say, I don't know how you can tell, but like the outside of the row, that's how wide my row. That's over 2 foot, honestly. It is every bit of over 2 feet wide. That's just what I do. But anyway, like I say, you never know these potatoes, and I hill them twice. So I hill them the first time when I plant them. I plant them even with the ground, and I did a video, me and Luke, when we first planted all these, and the ground's flat, and I just lay the tater right there after I do fertilizer and everything else. They lay flat, and then I hill them up on that. Come back in a month, and they're already a foot and a half tall. Then hill them again, and then I don't do it. That's it. Once I hill them that second time. And when these were tall, you couldn't really, I should have had somebody film like Luke, but the greens, because they're on top of this, coming out of that row, but they're every bit about that tall. But they'll get so tall, they hit a point, we'll get a wind, any little bit of wind, and it'll blow them over. But they'll get stinking tall, and then eventually, like I say, the wind will blow them over. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all the, like I say, how I use this thing. I don't think I have, but that way I don't hurt any of my.
There's the jackpot.
Hurt any of our hard work. There's the old seed potato. We find in pretty much every seed potato too, which is cool. But good job, Jake. Get them in there. But like I say, you just never know. One behind you, Jake. Never know where they're gonna be. So you can kind of see these ones right through here, but you might get one up in this area, like I was saying. You never know. So anyway, that's just my quick tip on one of these things, what I like to do. So we're gonna keep digging and bring it back. Something else happens, I reckon. All right, y'all, we're done. Hallelujah, praise the Lord forevermore. It's always a fun, bittersweet in a way, but man, I at least like today, talking to me in 2 weeks, I might be a little bit more like, darn, potatoes is over. But right now, I'm so glad potatoes are over. Every year, it's like, it's a blessing, but man, they're gonna make you earn it, and then I still got to rake all these out. I'm gonna try to get them at least one done today, but all the way down, I say rake it out. I'm gonna take a shovel, go back and forth and back and forth, spreading it back out, and then like I say, same thing for that. And so I got the total from the 3 rows. I didn't show you. I guess I'll show you the 3rd row. So here by my thumb, 261. I know it's backwards, a daggum phone. 261. So them were running really close. I mean, neck and neck. With the 2nd row, got 266. I got to weigh the wheelbarrow, and I have from that square, until the kids that left all my tools over there. I got to weigh that stuff up because we went ahead and harvested it, and then so I got that in the garage. I'm gonna weigh that, and we'll get a grand total amount for everything. So, but it's looking like it's gonna be a good year again. So, real good year considering they didn't plant 9 rows this year. That was a little too much. So. So y'all, thought I'd show you. This is what the final bit of picking potatoes is. It's not just picking them and walk away, right? So I have to come through, and all these rows, you know, we raked all these by hand. And now we come back through and shovel it all out. And then what I do is I do this the big hill, and then all the lumps and bumps, I'll just get a few of the kids with rakes, and they'll just make a game of it, running around, dragging the rake behind them, and just kind of knocking down the big lumps. So I'm going to show you. This is the more of the elbow grease side of the potatoes. This and the beginning and end is the real leg work, and hilling them twice for me anyway. That's also a lot of leg work, but or arm work. Anyway, that's all we're doing. I'm just trying to spread back out the dirt that I used to rake. So I said these rows are 75 feet long, so just trying to pace yourself, and you don't get no hurry. So I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm hungry and it's dinner time. I don't even tell. I don't know if you can see my breath, but it's 40 something degrees now. The temperature's dropping. So I want to get out of here, get back in the house, and get comfy. I've been out here all day, me and the kids, so I'm ready to get inside and eat some warm grub. I'll catch you then. All right, y'all, got you in the garage. Potatoes are done, praise the Lord. And we got all of them weighed. I had to weigh what I had in the wheelbarrow that I did, that little square that we did in the beginning of the video with the purple potatoes and stuff. I had to weigh all those up still. That's what took me a little bit of time. So anyway, let me flip you around and show you what we got. So, y'all tell, this is my snow machine sled. It's a 10-foot sled. And that is the surplus of potatoes. I just, for right now, what I had to dump them in. That way I could start, neighbors and friends come over and all. It's just one central location we can divvy them off. There's the onions, of course, and stuff. And then I got carrots in there, and carrots and junk and stuff everywhere. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all. I've never done showed you the varieties. So, and these are like some of the exceptionals, obviously. So, but they make it easier, to show you. So, this is what our Yukon Gold hybrid. Look, this mostly looks like Yukon Gold. They're whiter on the inside, and like I showed you on earlier, they have little pink eyes on them. But this is a big guy. Let me flip this around. So, and I got a big old head. My wife will vouch that I have a big old noggin, and that's a good sized tater. So anyway. So that's the Yukon Gold. Started out, like I said, I know they've hybridized. So here's a German Butterball. This is our Cherry Reds. I know these two have crossed before. I mean, I say it's crossed into this one. It just seems like it doesn't affect the cherry. I don't know what it is, but I know these aren't I'm telling you, they're different. They've crossed into these Yukons. There's French fingerlings, which are what a lot of these, they say like a finger, look like a finger. All those fingerlings in there. And then here, you can tell, obviously, this is a weird one. And you get a lot of weird ones. I got another one. I'm gonna put the phone down and go grab it. But this is a purple. You see, I gouged it right there. This is a purple potato. Now I was gonna show y'all, because I'm gonna eat this sucker here. Let me see if I can swap hands. Get my knife and show y'all. I'm gonna have to kind of put you down. When I was talking about, when I say purple, them jokers be purple. I'm saying purple taters. Them are purple taters. Make really cool presentation for your dinner plate. Presentation. For your any supper or breakfast. But so we're gonna be eating that one. But they're really stinking cool, and everything I've ever read too, like purple vegetables have a higher antioxidant than and other good stuff in them, for whatever reason that makes that purple than your standard other vegetables. So that's kind of why I threw them in there. And then they're just super cool. They're a little more of a pain when you're digging through because they kind of blend in when dirt gets on them. They blend in really well with like dirt clods, so you kind of gotta double check yourself. But that's our varieties. So I've never like showed I don't believe what we grow. So this is what I'm shooting for every year is these varieties. So let me get my paper out, flip y'all around, go outside too, and I'll show you the total. All right, y'all. So taters are done. Everything's weighed. So I got my piece of paper. I'll show you what I got. So see if I can. I'm trying not to spoil it. Make y'all wait in suspense. So first row, 306. Y'all remember? Second row, I know it's backwards, 266. Third row, 261. And then the wheelbarrow is the 133. So add all them up, we got a total of 766 potatoes. So that is a pretty darn good amount. I was kind of judging off last year on that new area, that small area. I opened that up for potatoes and never planted in that spot before. So I was kind of thinking, I was like between the 3 big and then that, I was kind of thinking maybe 750. It's kind of what I was kind of aiming for if everything stays true to like what last year run. So I was pretty close. I was in my mind, I was thinking around 750. So we actually did pretty close on that. So anyway, it was cool. 750, more than enough. More than we need. I'm thinking about it before I show y'all, before I end the video, and show you how I store them. I've done it on my other channel and stuff. Of course, that's not up anymore. But I'll just show you how I got them stored for ourselves. So let me show you that real quick. All right, y'all. So I know it's not as bright right here, but this is what I do. So, and I've already set them up because I was trying to get a row done and get everything put up so I wasn't, behind. So all I got right here, these are 1x4s all down through here. I just lay 1x4s across on this concrete in the garage. Try to leave about an 1 to 2 inch gap on the bottom. And then I set these frames. These frames are 2x6, just scrap 2x6. They're 3 foot long by 2 foot wide. And you could make it, if you wanted to do this, make them however you want. This is what I do. I like at least a 2x6 though, because a lot of our potatoes are big. And a 2x4 won't cover a lot of the, a lot of the big potatoes will be sticking up. So I at least do a 2x6. So if you had 2x8, that'd be fine. Whatever you wanted to do. And anyway, so I put those down, set my frame on there, and then just lay that whole thing full of potatoes like this. Fill this whole thing full of potatoes. Then I take one of these extra, for the next layer, one of these 1x's, and drag it across the top of the board like you screed in concrete. And Ike, you gonna help chop potatoes? Yeah. Drag it across there, and any potatoes that hit or bump, I wiggle them around. You're gonna have to move them around a little bit, but you don't want any squish. So all I'm doing, so once I get them all, run that board flat, then I'll lay more of those 1x4s. Same thing, about an inch, 1 to 2 inches max is what I do for the small ones. That way they don't fall through and stuff. Across, set the next frame, and just keep going. You fill 2 potatoes, screed it, put your next layer, boom, boom, boom. And then now that we've hit the top, Ike, don't stand, no. All right, we'll eat that one. Here, you have that one. Ike, here, use that one. You get that one. But once we get, hey, booger, here, you get this one. You already stabbed this one. You get that one. Yeah, that's a pretty one. I want you to stab it. No, here, use this one. You can have this one. Okay, you have that one. But anyway, what we do, so like I say, and then when I get to wherever I'm gonna stop at, I just got a piece of plywood and lay the plywood on there to keep it dark. So the key thing for me, biggest thing I've found for my experience, and I'm not no professional of anything, is you really need airflow and dark. That's the real 2 big things for keeping these things lasting as long as they do. So getting that airflow is why I have them spaced out about 1 inch. Inch is really better and also allows the light, less light getting in through these sides. But you need the airflow throughout each layer of potato, I feel, because they'll get humid or you'll get a bad tater in there. No. You go get the one I gave you, boy. No. No. You go get that other potato. What'd you do with it? Go get it. It's outside. It's outside. I know you really want to stab that big one, don't you? No, Go stabbing taters, boy. No. Anyway, hey, give me that. No. Here, stab something else. Here, you can take this glove. Here. Yeah, take the glove. There you go. So anyway, I'll put that on there, but that's just to keep air going in and out around this thing and trying to keep as dark as I can. So like I say in other videos, that our garage stays around 50 degrees, especially in the wintertime. But there's a lot of times that when you start getting warmer, it'll be 60, 70 degrees in here, which now is starting to get less than ideal for storing. But we still get around every bit of 7 months out of these stored like this. We get about 7 months here for what, the temperature of the garage for the most part is around that 50 degrees. It's the last few months is when it starts getting a little bit warmer. And if you really stayed on it and keeping the eyes peeled off of them, you could honestly stretch them out, I think, a little longer, about 8 months or so. But that's all I do. I find that it works pretty well. And this is actually 300 pounds. So it seems like around one of these 3x2, this one could be filled a little bit more. I guess Isaac's going to put some more in there. One of these is about 100 pounds per 3 foot by 2 foot frame. Close, because this is 300. This is the first row, actually, 306 pounds. And that's all we need, honestly, for eating and having extra for seed potatoes. So I don't, like I say, if times are super hard, well, then that'd be a little different, but it ain't like that. So we just like eating, we eat potatoes once a week, twice a week at least. And this is more than enough to last us for, especially being a lot bigger. It only takes a few of them to make a meal. So anyway, that's what we do for storing potatoes long term. Same thing. Put them in there. Good job, Ikey. So that's all we do to store our potatoes for long term. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all had fun, maybe, or just got some kind of enjoyment out of it. And thank y'all so much for watching. Got any comments, questions, or concerns? As always, put them in the comment section for me. And I'll answer all of them. I also have my email in the my email is in every description in case you've got a question or something you want to talk to me more personally. It's totally good. Yeah, I think that's it. So y'all, thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care. I love you. Jesus love you too. God bless.